Okay. We are live on both Instagram and YouTube. And it looks like YouTube's chat is working this evening. So that's good. Last night it was just a glitch, I guess. All right. Welcome, you guys. Welcome back to our daily live feed. As always, if you would like to come work with me, suitsandposing.com is where you have to go. We do hair, makeup, suits, and posing, all the fun stuff when it comes to competing for women. And we are live both on Instagram and on YouTube right now. I almost said Facebook. It's not Facebook. it's definitely YouTube. Welcome, you guys. Looks like we got about we have more people on Instagram than we do on YouTube. But if you're here, flip over to YouTube. Want to make sure that the chat feature over there is working tonight, because last night it was not. I think there was a technical error over there. Yay! We got some messages coming in on YouTube, so that's good. Awesome. Wonderful. Welcome, you guys. As always, we're going to give it a few minutes for everybody to get logged on, get those notifications out there, all of that. Hello. Yes, YouTube works today. That's why we're doing both, because I just don't know what's going to happen sometimes. So here we are. I think that the comments coming through on YouTube come through faster on YouTube than they do on Instagram too. Like Instagram's on a delay. YouTube is not. So that's another good thing about YouTube. Looks better on here for me. Yeah. So we've talked about this a little bit as far as resolution is concerned. I don't have fully functioning lives on YouTube yet because we don't have 1,000 subscribers. We're close. We're in the 900s now. So that's good. We got to get over 1,000 in order to have full functioning capabilities on YouTube to live stream. So we can live stream. It's just I don't have all the bells and whistles that other channels do right yet. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do that, because that will help. That will help. So welcome, you guys. But with that, I'm going to continue to live stream on both platforms. I do think that YouTube is a little bit more user-friendly, especially like if you have YouTube. YouTube Premium is way easier to listen and watch videos and stuff, like when you're on cardio or whatever. So I think it's actually a much better platform as far as videos are concerned, and you can search things a whole lot better. So if you're looking for a particular video or something like that, it's way easier to find it on YouTube than it is to find it on Instagram. But with that said, we're going to continue to live feed on both, because I think there's benefits to both. So I mean, why not? I got my phone on Instagram and I got my computer here on YouTube, so it works, right? Welcome, you guys. Okay, so we've been on for about 3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and roll right into tonight's topic. Let me pull up the pro list for the Arnold wellness category. So we have 10 competitors competing in the Wellness International. This is the first Wellness International ever. So this is going to go down in history. Just like Francielli won the Olympia, whoever wins the Wellness International is going to be the first ever to win the Wellness International at the Arnold Classic. So it's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big title. And from what I've been watching, as far as these girls kind of zoning in, these girls want this. They want this bad. So now one thing I will note is, last night we were able to go through quite a bit of the girls and their progress photo updates and things like that. Tonight, we're not really going to be able to do that because most of them have not been updating. There's a few that have, like Yurishna is updating a lot. Devin is updating a lot. Casey, a little bit. She's got a few updates up. And that's kind of it. The other girls have like photo shoot pictures, workout videos, all those kinds of things, but no real progress photos. I was looking through everybody's Instagram today to see if I could find something that I could go on, kind of like what we did with bikini last night, but we don't see that. Now, I think there's a reason for that. I think that wellness is so new. I think a lot of times we don't know really what we're looking for yet, right? Like we mentioned with bikini last night, they're going to be rewarding wellness criteria similar to what they're doing with bikini, meaning that conditioning. If you look at the criteria, then you know that wellness conditioning is supposed to be the same as bikini. Okay, it's supposed to be the same as bikini. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you about what they're going to be rewarding here out in the wellness division for the Arnold going forward. Francielli be there. I feel like I haven't seen much from her. Francielli is not competing. I don't know if she's going to be there or not. She might be there. I don't know, but she's not competing. Question, you have to be invited to compete at the Arnold. Yes. Yep. Yep. It's an invite only for the Arnold. Correct. It's invite only. So you have to actually apply. So, this is with Francielli not competing. That's kind of normal. If you notice in bikini, Jen Dory is not competing because she is the reigning Olympia champion. As far as our sport is concerned, it's like Olympia title, then the Arnold title, right? So if you've won the Olympia title, doing the Arnold is almost a step down in some cases, right? But what the Arnold can do is whoever wins it is now going to really be in contention for the Olympia title in December, right? Fuller physiques, right. So they are going to be rewarding not just fuller physiques. I mean, the wellness girls are pretty full, but they don't want to see rocks, like rock hard leanness. Same thing I mentioned with bikini. They don't want to see rock hard leanness, these pop out, hamstrings and stuff. Now, it's a touchy subject when we're getting into wellness, because wellness competitors are automatically going to look a little bit more conditioned than bikini because they have more muscle. It's not because they're leaner, it's because they have more muscle, and more muscle just automatically adds more depth to the frame. So they're going to look a little bit more conditioned than a bikini competitor. But when you break it down and you really size it down, they are actually the same conditioning as bikini, right? So it's hard to understand that until you actually get into this and dive into this and pay attention to what the judges are rewarding and what's being rewarded on stage and what's not. But I think we're going to see that here. Something I mentioned about the Olympias, I thought there were two very distinct looks to wellness, where you had bigger, harder, more conditioned girls, and then you had softer, fuller, rounder girls. And we were going to see which one was going to be rewarded. And at the end of the day, what was rewarded was the fuller, rounder girls, right? Not the hard conditioned girls. So I think that's going to continue to happen here. Now, going through the lineup, like I said, we haven't seen a whole lot of progress photos from most of these girls. Ureshna's been on it. Like every day she's been on it. I think she mentioned yesterday that was going to be like her last physique update until the actual show and all of that. Devin's been on it pretty well. And like I said, that's about it. We've seen Casey update a couple of times, but I haven't seen any updates from anybody else. So we can't really speculate on what these girls look like right now. Kind of like we did with bikini last night. We could speculate on what girls look like. We can't do that tonight, right? I find Dr. Sunny very hard, for example. Well, here's the thing, though. And we brought this into light with bikini last night, too. Filtering of pictures. You can't really tell what a girl looks like on Instagram based on what she looks like when she gets on stage, right? So sometimes Sunny does look a little hard in her pictures on Instagram. I'll give her that. But when she's on stage, not so much. She fits in. So like I said yesterday, with some of the filtering of the photos, I don't have an issue with people filtering their photos. I don't have a problem with it at all, because it can create hype without actually showing what your body really looks like. I think some of these girls are playing up the hardness and the leanness and the striations and all of those kinds of things for Instagram and for more likes and more views, which is what they should be doing, right? But that's not what you're going to see when they get on stage. Yeah, Barbara has posted a couple, I think, but I looked on her Instagram and most of it's just workout stuff with Barbara Babby. Yeah. The suspense, I know, right? So I kind of like when girls play this whole filter game. I'll just be honest, I kind of do, because it keeps people talking, keeps people interested, and you don't actually know what they look like. And in this scenario, like a lot of the girls have been posting stuff where they look super lean and super striated and stuff like that, when in reality, when they get on stage, I don't think they're going to actually look like that, right? They're playing a little game. I think it's good. I think it's good for the sport. So let's talk about who we've got on the list. So Sunny Andrews, we just saw her win the Ben Weider. So she is Olympia qualified for next year. I feel like what I've seen progress since Ben Weider is her physique has progressed a lot since Ben Weider. I believe she switched coaches, if I'm not mistaken. I'm interested to see what she looks like because what she has posted on Instagram does look very different from what we saw just in, what was it, November? You know what I mean? So I do think she's going to have a different physique. And just from me talking to her too, I know one of the biggest things that she needs to work on is her stage presence overall, her posing, that kind of thing. So hopefully she's been working on that. And if she brings that in, that's going to be really good for her, right? Yurishna, we just mentioned her. So Yurishna has been updating nonstop. She did just start working with Kimoto a couple of months ago, and she's looking so much better. The biggest issue that I had with Yurishna last year is she was very inconsistent. One show she would come in looking really good and tight and all of that, and the next show she'd be super soft. And I believe she was coaching herself last year. At the Olympia, she was definitely too soft. That was definitely a problem. So what she's been doing since she's been with Kimoto has definitely changed her overall look. Her posing is better. Her overall balance with her physique is a lot better. I'm curious to see how that's going to show up on stage. But I mean, just from what she's been posting on Instagram, she looks damn good. So it's going to be interesting to see how she looks. Angela Borges. Angela, we have not seen a whole lot from. At least I haven't. I haven't. Maybe you guys have. I haven't seen a whole lot of updates. She was second at the Olympia. So that's pretty much making her mark where she would be kind of the front runner coming into this show. You know what I mean? But I personally didn't have her in second. I had Isabelle winning over her at the Olympia. So I didn't have her in second. So we're going to see what she looks like now. I know she did do the muscle contest show in Brazil and took second again to Francielli. So she did not win that show. Francielli is kind of her nemesis, when it comes to this particular division. They go back and forth and win against each other back and forth and all of that. So without Francielli in this lineup, I don't know. But Yurishna has beaten Angela as well. Yurishna beat her at New York. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Next, we have Devin. So you guys all know that I work with Devin. So I'm biased. So I just put that out there initially, right up front. But this is the best Devin has looked, period, hands down. So she's fuller, she's rounder, and she's tight in all the right places. So I'm looking forward to seeing her on that stage as well. We do have a new look for her with her suit, which I'm super excited to see. It's so beautiful, and I'm going to toot my own horn because I'm super excited to see that on the Arnold stage. I just have to say, but yeah, she's going to look phenomenal. This is going to be a better look than even her best look, which I felt her best look was at Tampa, where she did qualify for the Olympia this past year. So I'm excited to see what she looks like on that stage. Next up, we have Barbara. There's Devin right there. She's on Instagram right now. Like I said, I have to be biased. It is what it is. You guys know. So at least I don't lie about it, right? Yeah, go get it, Devin, right? Then we have it's a beaut. Yes, it is. It is the suit. Yes, it absolutely is. Yes, all the good luck's coming in for Devin. That's awesome. Her suit is gorgeous. I just have to say, like I said, pat myself on the back for that one. Going to Barbara. So I personally love Barbara's look. I've loved it since I first saw her on stage the first time, and she has just gotten better and better every show she's gone into. She's got a beautiful look. She's got that girl next door look. And from what I'm hearing, she looks even better than she did at the Olympia. I saw her as kind of a dark horse going into the Olympia. Nobody was really talking about her. She did end up placing top 10, I believe. I could see her doing very well here at this show. And I'm hearing a lot of buzz about her looking very good too. So we'll see. But I could see her being one of those sneaky ones. Right? Looking at the comments. Then we're moving on to Julia. So Julia did take 5th at the Olympia. Yes, I love Devin's suit. Yeah, me too. So Julia was kind of a shocker for a lot of people at the Olympia, right? So, with placing fifth at the Olympia, obviously she's going to be a threat going into this show. Now, again, I haven't seen any updates from her. Another one I haven't seen updates from. So, don't know what she looks like currently, but I'm assuming she's been working. I'm assuming she's been working hard to try and improve from fifth place. This is a great opportunity to do that, right? I think Barbara's a great example of this. I agree. And then we've got Casey Delong. So Casey did post an update recently. She's definitely put on some size. Now, we all know Casey is a taller girl. Is she 5'10"? I think she's 5'10", maybe a little bit taller than that. So she's very tall, especially for wellness. That is super hard, you guys. Trust me, from a girl who knows it's difficult to build the lower body, it is really hard to build your lower body when you're that tall. Plus, she's got 5 kids. She's 41 years old. She's defying all odds. She's 5'9". Okay. All right. So same height as me. She's really defying all odds going into this show. After the Olympia, she dealt with being in the hospital and going through surgery and all the stuff. And she is Olympia qualified for next year already, or this coming year. So I'm interested to see what she looks like at this particular show. And I know she's probably changed her proposing a little bit, because that was a thing. That's something that you guys will notice as we go along. A lot of these girls are going to be doing the mandatory poses now. So be paying attention to that, because that's a thing. There are going to be basically mandatory poses for your front poses, guys. So be ready for that for your wellness. So I'm interested to see how she looks as well. From her update, she's put on a significant amount of size. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out on stage for her. Cassandra, another one that I haven't seen any updates from. Devin, I know you're really good friends with her, but I have not seen anything as far as what she looks like right now. So, gosh, she competed a lot at the Olympia. I remember there was one show where I was like, ooh, she looks like she just needs to take a break, that kind of thing. And then she came back tighter. She was too tight, then she was too soft, all those kinds of things. So another one that we'll see if she just having a little bit of a break is a good thing as far as coming back a little bit fresher, right? Next one on the list is Isabelle Nunez. So she took third at the Olympia. Now, again, I actually had Isabelle in second personally. That was my pick for second. And from what I've been seeing on Instagram, I think she's bringing basically the same package she brought to the Olympia, which I don't think is a bad strategy. From what I've noticed, I think she's relatively similar to her Olympia package. And coming in third, again, that's not a bad deal. She probably doesn't need to do a whole lot. She was kind of like a miniature version of Francielli, in my opinion. So, again, that's kind of why I had her in second versus third, where she landed. So, I expect to see her up there fighting for those top spots, right? And then we've got Lorena Loli, who's next on that list, last on that list. Just saw her this past weekend, actually, at the shop. Another one that hasn't put out a whole lot of physique updates and things like that, but I'm sure she's going to come back guns blazing, that kind of thing, right? So every one of these girls really has the chance to get up into that top 3 and win this. There's nobody on this list where I'm like, no, they're out. They're done. They're not going to be even a contender. Right. So excited to see how this plays out. Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see how this plays out too. So, I really felt like the way that the Olympia played out was good. I think it set a tone for the division. And like I said, I think they're going to reward fuller, rounder physiques, but just tight in all the right places. So like we talked about with bikini, nothing too much, nothing too over the top. Nothing too exaggerated, right? So wellness in and of itself has a bit of a freak factor to it. So I think that they want to keep that there, but not go so extreme, right? So I do have my picks for my top 6 and how I think it might play out. It's just going to be a matter of who shows up looking the best that day. So let's see. You ready? And again, this could be completely wrong because this is such a brand new division. And every one of these girls could end up in 5 or top 6, So I kind of picked based on physiques I think that are going to have the look that they're going for. And we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. So I really have it between 4 girls for the top 4. I have, and I'm going to just put my 5th and 6th place out is going to be Devin and Sunny. So I think Devin and Sunny are going to be 5th and 6th. That's where I think they're going to land. And it's just going to be a matter of which one looks best that day. I actually think that they're relatively similar in size and stature and things like that. So I think they'll actually compare pretty well to each other. And also, I think that Devin and Sunny will compare well to Isabelle too, Isabelle Nunez. So being that Isabelle is a front runner in this, I think that that's going to play well for both Devin and for Sunny too. I think it's going to get them into that first call out. I think all of them look very similar, and whoever looks the best is going to be bumped up. Yes, I'm ready. Yes. The top 4 that I have here are Isabelle, Urishna, Angela, and Barbara. Those are my top 4. And they all look completely different from each other. So I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to play out. Right? Didn't expect that. Of course, Devin. I think I said that from the get-go. I had you as a top 5 pick from the get-go. So I do think you're going to be up in that top call out. The call out 6 deep. I think it's going to be tight between you and Sunny. And again, because you also compare really well to Isabelle. When you look at, was it Minnesota, where all 3 of you were there? Like, it was like looking at like 3 sisters. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna come down to that with you guys. But again, when you look at Urishna, Angela, and Barbara, all 3 of them look completely different, right? They all have completely different looks. So I don't know. I don't know which way it's going to go. I really don't. So it's going to be a matter of who is dialed in best that day. Now, if we're talking about who's done the best as far as promoting the division and the sport, that's Urishna 100%. That's 100% Urishna. She's got that title hands down. But is that going to help on stage? I don't know. Yes, we were top 4 with an A. Right, exactly. Yeah, and you guys all looked exactly alike. Like you all like all 3 of you looked like you could be sisters. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's going to play well for you in this scenario. I mean, I really don't know who to knock it down to as far as this top 4. It's going to be a matter of who looks best. I'm happy about the fact that we've got some, we've got a couple of Brazilians, but a couple of not. I mean, Barbara technically is Brazilian too, but she lives here in the States, so that doesn't count. So it's just going to be a matter of who shows up on point. It really is. And this is going to be a very tight competition. I don't think it's going to be anybody's going to walk in and take it. I don't think anybody's going to walk in and take it away. I don't think it's going to happen like that at all. I pick first Issa, second Angela, third Urishna, fourth Julia, and fifth Babby. Urishna can get fourth if she comes too hard. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all, actually. To be honest with you, if out of this top 4, I would actually put Angela in fourth. I'm almost pretty solid on Angela in fourth. I am. I see them zeroing in on Barbara and Isabelle over Urishna. Maybe. I don't know. With so many exceptional athletes, does the Arnold limit how many competitors? Yes, they do. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It's going to be a matter of what they decide to pick that day. But I do think that's going to be your top 4. I think your top 4 is going to be Isabelle, Urishna, Angela, and Barbara. That's going to be top 4. And then Devin and Sunny, 5th and 6th, which, if Devin and Sunny come in looking great, they could bump up too. So Issa first, most consistent in shape. Yeah, I agree with that to an extent. I do agree with that to an extent. And like I said, I had her in second at the Olympia. I don't know, man. I'm hearing things and I'm feeling things. I just don't know. And I'm not going to commit. To that. Totally agree. It's fun to speculate who's the head judge. Sandy will be head judge. It's the I don't know for me. I mean, I just don't. This division is way too new on the pro level to be able to say, oh, this girl's going to definitely take the whole title. Like, no. And every one of these girls has been working very hard since the Olympia to improve on what they want, what the judges want. So, yeah, I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see, but that's my first call out. Basically, that's my top 6. I don't know if they'll do it 6 or if they'll do 4 for top call out because it's 10 girls. They might just do 4 for first call out. I don't know. I hope they do 6. I hope they do 6. That would be good. Everyone looks incredible. All have beautiful physiques. Well, they do. And I mean, they wouldn't be in this show if they didn't have amazing physiques, right? Judges are still trying to figure it out. Yeah. And here's the thing. I don't think we have a perfect specimen of wellness yet. That's the other thing. Like, I don't think there's anybody that you can be like, that's wellness. Like, Francielli's close, but I still don't think she's unbeatable. You know, I still don't think she's so far ahead of everybody else. You know, so I think over the next couple of years we'll see this get a little bit more firm, a little bit more solid. But this is anybody's game right now. This is anybody's game right now. So bring your best, focus on what you have your best and what is best for you. And then that's all you can do, right? That's all you can do for these particular shows until we get a solid criteria. And even at that, the criteria is gonna shift and change, just like I talked about with bikini. They're shifting and they're bringing it back down. They're bringing bikini back down. So it's gonna evolve with the time. It's gonna evolve with how good the competitors get over time. You know, it's nobody is safe. Basically, you still have to bring your best. And if you bring your best, you can create some history right now. You can create some history, right? But yeah, what do you guys think? I'll give it a couple of minutes for you guys to tell me what you think. If you think I'm good on my predictions, or if you think I'm full of shit. And I like, again, I want to see more of all of these wellness girls really stepping up and promoting the division. You know, Loli's done some posing clinics, so has Devin. Yarishna has done some posing clinics. Who else? I don't know who else has done any posing clinics, to be honest with you. I'm not mad at them. Good. Just ready to watch all of them. I know, I'm ready to watch too. I know, for real. What do you guys think? Devin's like, I'm gonna keep it right there. Hey, I tell you guys I'm biased, but at the same time, I don't think I'm off. I don't think I'm wrong. You know, so excited to see us go down live. Yes, me too. Barbara did one. Okay, I didn't see that Barbara did one. Good. The only one that I could even guess on would be Isa because of her consistency in the top 3, but I'm super biased about Babby and think she's great, so I like her to win, but that's not the point. Yeah. Well, and you got to think about Isa. I mean, she's only done a couple of shows. People are saying this whole consistency thing. Yeah, well, she won a show to qualify for Olympia, and then she plays top 2 at the Olympia. But I mean, really, and I don't know, she may have done one other show in there somewhere. I can't remember. But really, that's only a couple shows. Right? And no, you're not full of shit. Thank you. Definitely Barb, Isa, Yarishna. Can't wait to see what they're leaning towards. Yes, absolutely. And just so you guys know too, we talked about stuff that was talked about at the judges meeting in Pittsburgh, where I mentioned that yesterday, where the judges really hammered that they're going to be bringing the criteria of bikini down. Well, they are also going to be really docking enhancements. So take that for what it's worth. We'll see how it plays out on stage, but they were very specific and said that they are going to be docking enhancements. So, Devin, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm just going to leave it there. So, I'm not going to expand on that anymore, which is why I have some predictions the way that I have them. Exactly, Devin. Exactly. So we'll see how it plays out. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out, but they're making a stand. They are taking a very firm stance. All right, and on that note, with that, who's going to the Arnold? I'll be there. I've got a couple girls doing the amateur, and then we got Devin in the pros. So it'll be a fun weekend. Just got some photo shoots set up and some fun stuff and all of that. I always, like I mentioned before, I love the Arnold. It's a great way to start off the year. I have no idea what the weather is going to be like while we're up there. I'm hoping it's nice. I'm hoping. Me, awesome, yay. Yeah, we'll have to get together. All cuties at some point. We'll get together and take like a big group picture, at the very least, right? I'll hit all you guys up inside of our Facebook group or something. So at the Texas State last year, I was surprised by the outcome when you reached no one only due to the level of conditioning brought by Barbara and Sunny. Yeah, I think they were probably too conditioned. You know, when you go too far, they will dock you for going too far in conditioning. I will spiritually be there. There you go. So maybe that's a true testament to the softer look. Yeah, absolutely. If you're too conditioned, they are going to dock you, 100%. Let's see. This is gonna be good. Yes. Right, LMAO, you better sign up before you say any more. I know, right? I love to attend 1 year soon. Yes, not this year. Have fun, cuties. Thank you. I'm getting the pay-per-view. There you go. Live streaming. Yeah, thankfully there's live streaming. Arnold has always been good about live streaming. You know, I used to watch the live stream for Olympia and for Arnold even before I started competing. So confused on the enhancement note. Well, if you don't know what we're talking about, that's okay. You don't need to. That's true. That's what I realized later. Yeah. Yes, Kelby. Yes. Yeah, I'm super excited. So it's gonna be a fun weekend. I liked having it in September because it was warm. So hopefully we'll have good weather so we can at least go outside and stuff. They got that big Arnold statue and all that. We'll take a big like group picture by the Arnold statue or something. We'll get everybody together. Maybe on Friday or Saturday, something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe Friday. Friday's a good day because we don't have really anything going on. Saturday's all the prejudging and stuff for the bikini wellness. So, me too. There you go. Can't wait to catch up with you. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. One note: I'm moving right now, so my life is a chaotic mess at the moment. So I'm going to still try to get on live tomorrow night too. Tomorrow's Thursday. But we are officially like in our new house as of March 1st, which is Tuesday, which means all of my internet and everything is cut off here on Tuesday. So I'm doing my best to get everything straight away and settled and stuff so that I don't miss a beat on all of this. So in the process of that, I may lose out on doing a live feed one or two nights this week, that kind of thing. Doing my best here, but you know, we got to get settled into the new place and get that studio up and running so that when we have clients come in, we have a place to put them. So that's kind of important. We got to make sure we get all your suits and stuff like that ready to go too. So just checked. It's going to be freaking cold. Oh, awesome. Wonderful. Yay for the move. I know. I'm excited about the move. I just want the move to be over with. I hate the physical act of moving. It sucks. But mutual congrats and good luck with the move. Thank you. Yes. I'm sure you do feel me. I'm sure. Used to gain 2 pounds. Will get bigger. I'm not even gonna respond to that one because I don't know who that is. Yes, it's exciting. It's very exciting. We have a lot of things planned for the new house. We've already got a lot of updates made. The studio itself is going to be phenomenal. We're going to have a video area and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's just a matter of actually getting there and getting it done, right? All right. And with that, like I said, hopefully I'll be back on tomorrow night. If I am on tomorrow night, I will go ahead and do figure as a preview tomorrow night for the Arnold. I'm hoping I can do that, but I just want to give you guys a heads up just in case I don't get on. So with that, if you want to come work with me, suitsandposing.com is where you got to go. We do hair, makeup, suits, and posing, all the fun stuff when it comes to competing. If you're going to the Arnold and you need hair and makeup, look me up. I can take care of you, even for Arnold or for the expo, stuff like that, or photo shoots. I'm doing a few girls for photo shoots. So we can take care of you with that kind of stuff too. And I got to update our booking link for shows because we do have shows on the docket for May onward now. So I got to get that onto our booking link for you guys. That's it. I think that's everything for tonight. So hope you guys had a great day, great hump day Wednesday, and hopefully we'll be back again tomorrow. All right. I'm going to X out of Instagram first. There we go. And let's see, YouTube. There we go.